Welcome to our Crypto News in 10, a daily podcast bringing you the latest news about crypto in under 10 minutes. Here's what's on deck today, Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. Tokyo hosts an XRP-focused conference with Ripple leaders and Japan's SBI. Binance will do some housekeeping that could briefly pause ETH deposits and fine-tune futures tick sizes. TRON lines up a governance vote that could change how the self-destruct opcode works across its EVM environment. Toobit opens a 30% APR USDC fixed-earn window. And in Washington, the SEC's long-teased crypto safe harbor moves to White House review. Let's get into it. First up, Tokyo is the crypto capital for a day. XRP Tokyo 2026 kicks off at HAPO-N, alongside the TeamZ Web3 and AI Summit, billed as Japan's first major conference dedicated exclusively to XRP and the XRP ledger. Ripple executives, XRPL builders, and Japan's heavyweight backer, SBI, are on the docket as speakers and partners. The program emphasizes institutional adoption, payments, and real-world asset tokenization. Organizers expect several thousand attendees cycling between XRP Tokyo and TeamZ sessions. If you're tracking enterprise integrations on XRPL, especially in Japan's bank-friendly push for tokenization, today's announcements and the hallway chatter matter. Why Japan and why now? The country has become a proving ground for compliant stablecoins, tokenized fund shares, and bank-backed asset rails. Having Ripple's senior team and domestic champions under one roof suggests near-term pilots could move from whiteboards to production roadmaps. Keep an eye on SBI-linked initiatives and any updates on cross-border payment corridors or RWA issuances on XRPL that surface from the stage. Second, a quick service announcement for traders. Binance is performing wallet maintenance on the Ethereum network today. ETH deposits and withdrawals will pause around the maintenance window, while spot and derivatives trading stay live. Separately, Binance Futures is adjusting tick sizes for selected USD margined perpetual contracts this morning UTC, with brief 1-minute trading suspensions on each affected pair during the change. These tweaks aim to improve liquidity and smooth out order books. If you're running bots or tight spread strategies, double-check your parameters. The key point: operational changes like this can create brief, localized friction, failed deposits during the pause, or rejected orders if your bot still uses an old tick size. Binance says prior orders will match on the original tick, but new orders must respect the updated increments once live again. Quick audit, adjust, and carry on. Third, governance watch on TRON. A late March developer briefing flagged a community vote planned for today on TIP 6780, an upgrade that would alter the semantics of the self-destruct instruction. That may sound arcane, but self-destruct behavior touches everything from contract lifecycle management to tooling assumptions carried over from Ethereum's EVM. Changing it could reduce footguns and improve developer safety on TRON's EVM-compatible layer. But it also means some decentralized apps and infrastructure will need compatibility checks. If you maintain contracts or indexers on TRON, scan your repos for self-destruct dependencies and be ready to patch. Before we continue, here's a message from our sponsors.
Need elite developers fast? Elite Coders connects you with rigorously vetted senior engineers in 24 to 48 hours. Staff augmentation, dedicated teams, or full project delivery, we've got you covered. Visit elitecoders.co to get started today.
All right, let's get back to it. Fourth, yield hunters, eyes open. Toobit says it's launching a 30% APR window on USDC fixed earn starting today. As always, headline rates deserve a deeper read. Confirm lockup terms, the source of yield, platform risk, and any promo caps or clawbacks. Institutional-grade venues tend to frame yields around transparent market activities, basis trades, lending spreads, or staking economics. If you can't trace the money, what creates the 30%? You're not getting paid to take no risk, you're taking risk to get paid. Be deliberate. Finally, policy, because rails matter. SEC Chair Paul Atkins said yesterday that the Commission's proposed crypto safe harbor has advanced to OIRA, the White House's regulatory review shop, with a formal proposal due shortly. The concept would give early-stage crypto networks a time-boxed path to launch and bootstrap without full securities registration, paired with disclosures and anti-fraud protections. It arrives on the heels of the SEC's March interpretation, clarifying how federal securities laws apply across crypto assets and how the agency coordinates with the CFTC. If OIRA signs off, the SEC can publish the proposal for comment, starting a clock that could deliver real, workable rules later this year. Why this could be a big deal. Under the last regime, regulation by enforcement made project launches and token distributions legally treacherous in the US. A safe harbor with defined disclosures, milestones, and transition criteria could channel capital back into American crypto R&D, especially for networks that don't map neatly to traditional securities. The details will decide the winners: how long the runway lasts, what qualifies as sufficient decentralization, how tokens can be sold, and what happens if projects miss their milestones. But the signal today is meaningful. The proposal has left the building and entered interagency review. Quick recap. In Tokyo, XRP's ecosystem takes a star turn, with Ripple, SBI, and builders spotlighting payments and tokenized assets. Binance's ETH wallet maintenance and futures tick size changes are short-lived, but worth a settings check if you trade actively. TRON's planned vote on TIP 6780 could retire some contract footguns. Just mind compatibility. Toobit's 30% USDC APR goes live today. As ever, scrutinize the yield mechanics. And in DC, the SEC's safe harbor advances to White House review, setting the stage for a public proposal and potentially a clearer launch path for US crypto projects. We'll keep tracking it as the week unfolds. Thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow.